The Diablo 4 team released the official patch notes for the 2.1.2 update. That's happening on February 18th, this coming Tuesday. There were big updates to Dorian, our favorite, updates to Nightmare Dungeon affixes. There's going to be some changes to some of the gear and some very awaited changes that are coming for the Necromancers here. We have updates to Mother's Blessing that's going to be coming. Another witch power has been taken down to be fixed again. And if you haven't heard yet, Diablo 4 has officially announced that they will be having a brand new expansion pack coming, and we'll cover that too. We're going to start with the patch notes today. A couple major things that are going to be happening. We're just going to cover the highlights here. We're going to see a brand new dungeon affix. This will guarantee Forgotten Altars. You can see that on the Nightmare Dungeon keys. If you look right here, one of the affixes here, you gain 30% more gold. That will now say that you're going to get a guaranteed Forgotten Altar. So if you're still searching for your Forgotten Altars, you're just hopping into the season with us and you're just learning about them, you now can get a guaranteed Nightmare Dungeon affix that says you will have one. It's going to be another great way to help level up some of those forgotten powers or find the ones that you're already missing, if you haven't yet. If you go up into your seasonal journey and then you come right all the way to the very end of the seasonal journey, you are going to get yourself Dorian. Dorian was actually very unfriendly when we first got him. You cannot pet Dorian. You can pet all of your other pets, but Dorian does not allow you to pet him until Tuesday. On Tuesday, Dorian the Raven, introduced in Season of the Witchcraft, has welcomed you to his unkindness. You may now pet him. This is a great little fun feature that a couple people have actually mentioned in the live streams, so I'm really glad that they noticed it and they're going to be fixing this here. Part of what they changed this season, when you find greater affix items, that's items that look like this right here. When you have the star next to any of those are greater affixes. When you found greater affix gear that had more and more stars, the affixes on those items were supposed to be closer to maximum and never dropping at minimum. There were a couple of uniques that this was not the case. They're going to be addressing that in this patch. Fix an issue where the unique power rolls from Fractured Wintergrasp, Malefic Crescent, and the area it's bearing did not benefit from the greater affixes and could roll lower than expected. This is going to be adjusted, so you now are going to see the correct rolls on these pieces of gear. What's really great about this is that it's going to be retroactively placed onto all of the pieces of gear. You will not have to go out there and find a brand new piece of gear. Your gear will be fixed and updated if you already have it. So if you have a great piece of gear with a lot of greater affixes on it, it will adjust the unique power so that you don't have to farm another piece of gear. And we got a big one here for all of the Necromancers out there. I love playing minion Necromancers. That is one of my favorite builds to play. They are going to be updating the Ring of Mendeln. It was not properly scaling with the damage that it was supposed to be doing. So now on Tuesday, we're going to be able to get the proper damage scaling and hopefully get some endgame builds running with the minion Necromancer. Super excited about this. This is probably going to be the next build I hop into. We'll see, but I think this is going to be the one. With the addition of the armory this season to the game, Blizzard has been trying to make sure that this is a big focus. They've already pulled it down once to fix some issues with it, and then they re-enabled it. They're going to be doing a couple different adjustments also. They fixed an issue where the icon on an item denoting it's part of an armory loadout would persist even if the item has been removed from the loadout. So they're going to be adjusting that. They're also going to fix an issue where the items could not be either favorited or marked as junk when they're part of an armory loadout. You definitely want to be able to save something if it's part of your loadout because that's obviously a really good piece of gear. So that's going to be a really good adjustment for him too. And something that I have been waiting for, the aggressive resistance is finally going to be updated. The tooltip hasn't been working all season. I do think that you are still getting an additional bonus when you go into your damage reduction stat line. You do see a little bit of a difference here, but it shows 4% damage reduction. If you were to take any amount of points and put it in, it doesn't go higher than 4% on the tooltip. They're going to be adjusting that so the tooltip will be working correctly. If you're seeing this before the update happens, you still get additional damage reduction, so you can still put points into aggressive resistance if you're feeling a little squishy. It's something that I've started doing later on. Somebody in live chat was talking to me about it, and we went and we did a whole bunch of testing on it to make sure that it was working, because there is some diminishing returns on the amount of damage reduction that you put in. So we will not be seeing the 100% damage reduction that we were seeing on the PTR, making us unkillable through aggressive resistance, but you will get some benefit from putting more points into it, so you can use that then. So those are just a couple of the key highlights that are going to be coming on Tuesday with the update of the patch. Yesterday, a bunch of people stopped into the live stream and were asking about Twilight Warding. Twilight Warding has temporarily been disabled. There was an additional niche interaction with boss powers that was unaccounted for, which is still causing a weird interaction that could result in players dying unintentionally. We are working on a fix internally that we're looking to include in a future hotfix. Thanks everyone for your patience with this, and we'll update once it has been re-enabled. So another one of those hotfixes that Blizzard is hopping on to make sure that this season is running pretty smoothly. Overall, I really am excited to see the reaction that Blizzard has had this season, the attention that they're paying to all of the seasonal mechanics that are going into the game. This is not stuff that is just causing a lot of damage. This is stuff that is really affecting people's games, so they're working on adjusting it right now. On Tuesday, we're going to be getting the Mother's Blessing. You're going to earn gold and experience at an increased rate. Plus, earn bonus Gifts of the Tree caches during the Mother's Blessing week. So we're going to get new caches, more experience, and more gold. It's normally about a 35% increase to your gold and your experience. For anybody that has not heard this information yet, this is not brand new, but it's still relatively new. During the DICE Summit 2025 in Las Vegas, Diablo General Manager Rod Ferguson revealed that the next expansion for Diablo 4 will be released in 2026. We're going to be getting our brand new expansion pack. We'll get to see a lot more information probably in the next coming months, but we do not know much about it. Additionally, Rod Ferguson confirmed that Diablo 4 content roadmap for 2025 will be released just before the start of Season 8. As a reminder, Season 7 will end and Season 8 is expected to begin on April 15th, 2025. We're going to be seeing a new roadmap. So if you want to see what a new roadmap looks like, Wowhat has laid this out for us so we can kind of see exactly what it looks like. Let's blow this up here so you guys can see what it looks like. They're going to have different sections. So this one is broken down spring, winter, summer, autumn, however it's going to be broken down. This may not be exactly the same for Diablo 4, but for World of Warcraft, this is how they set it up. We'll get to see the release of all of the new seasons. We probably won't see when the expansion pack is going to be revealed because that will be on 2026 on the other side over here. But that's going to be what we're going to get right before the launch of Season 8 in April. That's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for watching. I'm live every night. Stop by, say hi, Theorycraft with me. Catch you on the clip side.